So this is why I love the NBA. Looking at the NBA's best high-scoring player games in 2022-2023 season, this season, of course, it's been absolutely freaking incredible. Now, I haven't looked at the stats of other seasons just yet, but I did want to make a video on how absolutely insane all of these high-scoring point games are. I mean, just look at these numbers, 59, 58, 55, 53. I mean, the list is just endless. There's 100 results here at the bottom. This first page is just looking at the top 25 scores of this season, and it just seems like the NBA is revolutionizing itself literally day by day. At the top of the list, we have Joel Embiid, who had a 59-point game, and this was against the Utah Jazz just about a month ago. Right before that, Devin Booker with a 58-point game, even less than a month ago, just a week ago, against the Pelicans. Pelicans are no freaking easy team. I mean, you guys see where they are. They're like almost number one, if not number one, in the Western seed. I mean, it's just insane. Anthony Davis, before he got hurt, a 55-point game against Washington Wizards. Granted, Washington isn't anything crazy right now. No offense, Wizards fans. But still, 55 points. I mean, even when I played varsity high school ball, you don't get these type of numbers so easily. I mean, you really got to be elite all around. Right after that, we got Joel Embiid. 53 points against the Charlotte Hornets. 52 points by Siakam against the New York Knicks. I mean, look at these player efficiency ratings. At the top of the list with Joel, 47, and then 37 with Booker, 43 with Davis. I mean, the list just goes on and on. It is absurd. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players with 50-point games this season. We're only a third of the way of the season in, and we have 9 players with 50-plus points. Players that maybe you wouldn't even think would be totally in here either. Look at Darius Garland. Darius Garland with 51 points against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Think about the size that is on the Timberwolves between having Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, that's just unbelievable. This guy's like, what, 6'2", 6'3", point guard? Don't get me wrong, Darius Garland is an incredible player. But 51 points? I mean, are we going to get to a point where Kobe's, 81 is kind of meaningless? Because that's the trend in which it seems like we're going. It seems like these players could hit 81 points on any given night against any team, and it would be considered like, okay, no big deal. There's another 10 players that did something similar to that in the season. I mean, especially with players like Bol advancing with their size and length, and you got Victor Wembanyama coming in. The other day, I just saw this player out of high school that's like 7'6" and dominating. I mean, it's freaking insane. Outside of that scope, guys, we got plenty of players who hit the 40s. Of course, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, John Morant, Steph Curry, DeRozan, Durant, Antetokounmpo. I mean, it's just unreal. On top of that, we got guys who are kind of making their way as rookies, I guess you could say. So Anthony Simons, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tyrese Maxey. We could still even throw Tatum in there. RJ Barrett. I mean, look at all these 44, 45, 46-point games. I mean, it's unfathomable. I don't understand it. The game is really evolutionizing. Going into this second page, I mean, look, the whole page of 25 players, it's all 40 points and above. Like, this is becoming the standard of what we see in the NBA today. It's almost as if you want to be a top player. If you're not hitting 40 points and up, it doesn't even have to be consistent, but if you're not at least doing it maybe a couple times a season, or at least demonstrating that that's something that you can do, you're never really going to be an all-star status player. You're definitely not going to be a superstar. I mean, look at the bottom of the list of this second page with the peoples in the 40s. You got Tyler Hero in there. I mean, again, Tyler Hero, fantastic player, but he's typically a bench guy. Typically. And he's still got 41 points in a game against the Houston Rockets. I mean, that's absurd, man. Karis LeVert, another bench guy for Cleveland. Another 41-point game. This time not against just any team, but even in Boston against the Celtics, the number 1 seed in the East. I mean, I'm not so surprised when I see Klay Thompson or Devin Booker with these numbers, or even Luka Doncic, even though he's still young and killing it. But look, Tyrese Halliburton, 43 points. I mean, it's incredible. I love to see where the NBA is going with this. I love to see how crazy it's become. I hope that we still get to see numbers like this I'm okay with the inflation. I don't really care because it just makes for that much better entertainment. And I hope these players don't get injured and that they can keep up with their bodies and throughout the season in the 82-point games. So thank you, NBA. Thank you to all of us, the fans, myself, for just putting together such a great avenue for us to enjoy this lovely game. Thanks for watching, guys.